about it, I looked at there was 5 major steps that we had to go through to get to this point. One of those points was what they used to call the Black Liberation Theology. That was a period of time when we were just tired. We were tired of just coming to church and reading the Bible and just doing things the regular way. And it was not what we felt taking us anywhere. So we came to a point where we said, wait a minute, let's read these scriptures in such a way where we can see it helping us today. Where we can see the practical side of what we read. We can see how in our life it's actually making sense to us today. So that phase was called Black Liberation Theology. Reading scriptures and not just reading about people, but identifying with those people. That's me, that's us. That's our forefathers. Those journeys they're taking is us traveling and going through ups and downs and going through changes and trying to recognize who we are where we're going. So this is the journey that we're talking about. Back in the 60s, I made a few notes here. We were seeking immediate answers to these problems, right? To our conditions in America. So along came many black organizations, and they all wanted a more practical or national or spiritual, what they call non-religious method to solve their problem. Many examples came because of the large shootings that was taking place in our neighborhoods, bombings, changing the laws to stop what they call a black messiah from rising out of the community. Yes, sir. And that went all the way to the government. That statement came from the government, Department of Justice. So they knew something that they wasn't telling us about. They knew something was to come out of our community to create how can I put it, a path to our freedom. They knew that. They didn't know who, where, what. So they changed laws, created laws to stop that kind of movement. There was a plan called the King Alfred Plan. Not sure if you ever heard of it before. King Alfred Plan was a plan to stop us from organizing, walking in crowds, eliminating a lot of jobs, giving all the skilled jobs to other people and not us, creating projects where we fought each other every night, every day, all day. Projects broke, we got to travel up 25 or 20 layers of steps. All these things were planned. They did an experiment with rats and found after put them into a certain level of living and going up these heights to get their food and up and down, they ended up killing each other. And so they knew, oh, this actually works. So a predicament was created in our community where we did just that. Projects, no elevators not working, we traveled up 20 flights of steps, mad, hot, whatever the case may be. Where you gonna go? Hanging out in groups, nothing to do. Turmoil created, confusion, division created, fights, gangs, shootings. So this was an all-planned structure. It was not by accident. That was the beginning of various plans. Those are McCarran, very similar to the King Alfred Plan. And all these particular plans were initiated in our community. We begin to see the scriptures as a point of reference. Our struggle began by looking at Jesus as a revolutionary. Yes, sir. We saw him as a man, like we saw men in our community, wanting to make changes, sitting down with brothers, sitting down talking about what we're going to do different, what we're going to do for these babies. We got to feed these babies. Organizations begin to come forward, like the Black Panthers, the movement out of Ohio, where they bombed them. Actual bombs dropped in the community, the whole entire block. This is all in history, in our day. So all these various changes occurred in our neighborhoods and our community. But the conditions got worse. 1967, there was a group that came out of Chicago. They took the scriptures and the prophecies literally. What does that mean? They knew our life was in the scriptures. The way we were living. We talk about the 400 years. We talk about our time in a country that's not ours. They took all this literally, and when they said you should leave that country and return back to your own land, this group did that. This group was called the Hebrew Israelite Nation of Jerusalem. They left America in the midst of its 60s turmoil, left the country, went to Liberia, West Africa, and the scripture said you could be 2.5 years before you enter into the promised land. They went there, stayed there, learned how to live amongst all types of conditions. They grew through that and later went up to the promised land. They spread throughout the promised land, returned back to the States, set up baby restaurants, cultural centers, African boutiques. They spread the culture and things they knew about throughout this country, and not just this country, all throughout the diaspora. Excuse me. We're talking about even throughout Europe, France, South America, South Africa, all throughout the continent of Africa. So this movement took place in the 60s, 1967, 69, and in the 70s.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we find ourselves now back in America. What's next? What do you do now? You're in America, and some of the same similar conditions exist. Maybe even worse. Maybe even worse. They're looking for black leaders. Hoping you call yourself a black leader. So they can just give you turn. Stop you from thinking and creating another spiral of events that will take you up higher and out of this situation. So they're looking for those leaders now. That was the 60s. That was the first part of the theology movement. And second, our moving out of what we call the Exodus. And the third perspective here is the metaphysical perspective, or what's called today New Thought. New Thought is basically embracing, seeking answers, seeking conscious answers of what you see in your midst, and what does that mean to you? Why did I meet you? Why did I go to this place and run into so-and-so? And everything had a purpose behind it. There's another meaning to it besides what you see on the surface. Metaphysical meaning higher. Higher than just the physical. Seeking for answers to everything you encounter, the people you encounter, situations you encounter. Metaphysical. So now we find ourselves in the metaphysical phase of life, or the new thought approach. So we begin to look at the scriptures not as just a holy book, but as a living book. A living book of truth. Something that's not just there today and the same tomorrow, but it's changing. As conditions change and as your mind changes, you go back in the scriptures and you see a higher view to what you saw yesterday. Or conditions have changed in the country to a point where you can look at the book again and I say, wait a minute, I can identify with that now. But you couldn't see that 5 years ago because it wasn't that day yet. It wasn't that time where those conditions became very clear that it was absolutely you. That it was talking absolutely to you in your life.
Yes, sir.
And your particular family conditions. And the particular drama in the country that you're in. Now it's become very clear that it's talking to you. This was the long-awaited time that they were looking for. The time that we are in now was for you to see these conditions and say, wait a minute, we got to do something. So the metaphysical view came into point because, as you can see, we're talking about things like yoga and Tai Chi and meditation. All this is now connecting up to the scriptures. Okay? We can see now this, what we call this universal or this total divine mind playing in the book already. It's already in the book. It's time for us to tie it together. Because the world is talking like this. Not just us. The world is talking about one mind, one people. In the 60s, when we began to raise up in this country, all through Africa, they began to raise up. They were looking at you. They were looking at your mind and your changes and your development and saying, wait a minute. We can do that. Countries were changing their way of thinking. They start talking about one mind, one people, and all instead of just their particular country. I mean, you got 50 countries and no, we're talking about the whole continent being one people. That's a great change in what it was previous to that.
Yeah.
But that happened when you begin to say, wait a minute, I'm tired of this. We got to make a change. If we got to leave here, we got to make a change. We got to eat different, we got to think different, we got to drink different, we got to do things differently than we ever have before. So we're in a time now where you see that. You see people looking and searching to what should I be doing? What is my purpose on life? What is the reason why I'm here? And you have to ask those questions because that is the beginning of your life. If you never ask those questions, then you never see your purpose. If everything's just the same as it always been, then it's not talking to you. It's only talking to those that's looking for a better way, who wants to put it all together into one package. And that's what we're talking about. So we come from the Black liberation theology to the Exodus of Yah's people, to the metaphysical part approach. The metaphysical part approach, I want to talk about a scripture to give an example, because this is going to be a matter of time before we really get into all the details of the metaphysical part. But you can be guaranteed that it's there and we got to talk about it. Because the scripture had these seeds already planted there for you to read. And for you to begin to see how they had a message for you when the time came. We talk about, and if you have your Bibles, you can read along with me, Genesis 32 and 24. It talks about Jacob. It said, wrestling with man. Okay, so everything has a meaning. Everything has not only a meaning to it, but it has a purpose within itself. So when you look at the scriptures, we don't want to just read a book. We don't want to read the Bible like we read a book. We want to read to know that there's some seeds being planted in every picture, in every person, and in every movement. When you begin to put it all together, you're going to see an entire message. So, Jacob was left alone, it said. Left alone. That by itself was a real inkling of a message. When are you ever really alone? When you stop and you go into yourself and you think and you begin to try to put your thoughts together, if you take time, you're going to hear a small, still voice. But when you're left alone and you don't hear that voice, that means you're working on your own intellect. You're working on your own perspective. You're not working on a perspective where you're waiting for that still voice to come in and give you the direction that you need. See, we have to do that. We have to stop and wait for that still voice. Because it's trying to reach us more than we're trying to reach it. It's trying to talk to you every day more than you see. It's trying to tell you something in all types of ways. You might see a phone number, somebody's name. You might look at the television and hear that same name again. You might open a book and see that same name again. I know somebody. Let me call that person. But we have to begin to analyze what's taking place in our life and begin to utilize that paranormal part of us that's waiting to be opened up. Because the scriptures did say in the last days about seeing visions and having dreams, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so if that's true, there's a part of you that's waiting to be opened up. We have to start relying on that. We have to start looking for that. Yes. Because if you're the people of Yah, that must mean you have an important job to do. But first you have to rely on you. You have to rely on the Creator within you that's trying to reach you and put you on that path to continue to see what it is He wants you to do. So back to this being alone, right? Yeah. You're used to doing things your way. But then you wrestle with an angel until the breaking of day, it says. Yeah. Oh, day. But when there's day, there's light. When there's light, there's intelligence. Because what? You can see. You can't see at night, can you? So the breaking of the dead is only another symbol giving us the message that into the breaking of you being able to see what the wrestling was all about. This wrestling that's taking place is not with a physical man. Because they said he was left alone, right? So this man was the man in him that's trying to strive up, that's trying to take on the path of the Creator. So this wrestling has to take place. Because in the wrestling you're going to find that you got a purpose to take place. But you have to win the wrestling. So you have to win. These tasks come before us to not just go through them, but to win. We have to be winners in this. So we're left alone, we're wrestling with this man. Well, this inner man, or this inner thought that you're going through is trying to tell you something. So you're wrestling to what? Bring out the essence of what needs to be known and understood. You're wrestling with this thing. Okay. You must overcome. Because overcoming is the beginning of you being able to view a whole new purpose. That's the light of the day, the intelligence that we need. So you must win, because it's daytime now. What you going to do? Keep wrestling for the next night? It's time to walk in the light. So all these words are giving us another message. It continues on and says, Jacob prevailed not. He was wrestling, but he wasn't winning. Okay, he strained his thigh. Thigh, what does that have to do with it? He's wrestling and he strained his thigh. But we all know that the mind controls the body, doesn't it? And there's a thing called a sciatic nerve that comes down from the mind all the way down to the hollow of your thigh. So when the thigh gave out, that was an indication that his mind was also giving in. He was giving in to the new thought, to the new way, to the new day. He was giving in. So it came all the way down to his thigh, and his thigh was out of joint, which meant that he had to say, okay, I got to go ahead and compromise. Because sometimes we don't just say, yeah, I see it, I'll do it. We do it as a compromise. We do this, okay, let me go ahead and do this. Because really, you don't have a choice. When you're up against the wall and you see the reality, you know it's time for you to do what you got to do. We might as well take that attitude willingly than to take it to a level of giving up. So if we willingly give over, then we can begin to get the message that we need to get. Back to the rest. His inner self was telling him to let go and go forward. But the day breaker said, go, let go. Go ahead and do what you got to do. Release all those things you've been holding on to. That's been slowing you down. That's been causing you to revert back to your old ways, Jacob. Release that and move to the next level of your life. You now know what you have to do, right? This is what we're talking about, the breaking of day. Going to our next level. Now he said one thing though, I'm not letting you go until you bless me. Right. Well, what's the highest blessing you can give? Right. Is to change your nature, change your ways. That's what we do when we provide you a new name. Because name in Hebraic thought means nature. Wow. It means you going into a different direction. In this case, Jacob's name was changed to Israel, which meant a prince that prevaileth with God. Yes. Not just prevaileth, but he prevaileth in what? Spirit and body. In other words, he took the whole message and began to move with it. Not just part of it, but the whole message. And began to move according to the will of the Father. Until then, he was, what they say, you must turn from transgression in Jacob. See, until then, he was still going about things in his own way, doing his own thing, making his own decisions based upon limited information, doing it his own little way. But at the point he wrestled with the angel, that thought, or that particular man was inside of himself, then he began to say, okay. Even to the point that he went back to Edom, or to Esau, and forgave him. So he was a new person at that time. But he had to do what? He had to go through the wrestle. And the place that he wrestled at was even significant. It was called Peniel, which meant turn to Yah. You see, everything has significance. Place he wrestled at, the man inside of him he wrestled with, the sun rising, the breaking of the day, all those symbols are expressed in all the stories. All those symbols are expressed in all the stories. You say that again. All those symbols are expressed in all the stories. So there's an inner meaning to draw out of these writings. And that's what we have to do today. You see, we've come from we say what? The black liberation theology, right? We went from there, we went to the Exodus, and now we're at the point of what? The metaphysical approach, the new thought approach. Behind me, Cohane, Ovadiyah is going to come up and talk about the Hebraic thought, the Hebraic mind. There's also a fifth one. And we're not going to cover that today too much. That's the one we talk about the metaphysical people. And that's really where we are today. We must embody these thoughts. We must embody this perspective and start living it. You see? So you come from the mentality of thinking it, learning it, but it has to be a point where you live it, where you manifest it in your life, in your world, in all your affairs. It has to be part of your living structure. So we go from the phases all the way down to where we are today, metaphysical people. Or what we call a book that we pull out a lot. It's called The Reality of the Hebrews. That was wrote by somebody called Oscar Goldberg. In other words, they knew who we were before we did. Yes, sir. They were waiting on us to do what we had to do before we knew them. They made contact with us in the Holy Land and said, you know who you are, you understand your mission and your purpose, and we're waiting on you for instructions. They came to us and said this. They sent us letters to the point that a guy recently wrote a new book about the guy that we're talking about who did all these writings to us. And he reaffirms the same messages. He brings out those same keys that they knew who we were all the time, and they're looking to see what we're going to do next. Because they're waiting for us to bring in this new day. And we're still wrestling on bringing on a new day. We're still wrestling on bringing on doing our job as a people. Returning back to the prophecies and making them manifest in our life, our will, and our affairs. We're still wrestling with that. But the wrestling time has to end because the new day breaks. So it has to make sense in your life, in all your world and your affairs, what we're talking about. If not, it's just a story. So the stories were all written for you. Yes. So I want to get right there. We'll do this, I believe, more on a weekly basis. Cover some of the metaphysical messages and the stories, and it goes deeper. It goes much more deeper, but we're just kind of covering the surface, just giving an example of what to look for when you go through these metaphysical stories. And we're going to go to Genesis and talk about heaven and earth and the firmament in between that, and we're going to talk about all the things that's trying to reach us. See, these stories are trying to reach us. It's the day where we should see them and understand them now. This day is here today. And it's time for us to sink in with the metaphysical readings so we can get our path ordained and be about our Father's will. Hope this makes sense to you. Try to cover it from a few different angles, but in the future we're going to cover it in more detail, maybe even a little bit slower, but we're going to cover them step by step. Peace and blessings to you all.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Now we're going to bring Cohane Ovadiyah. He's going to talk a little bit about the Hebraic thought and tie these two things together. The metaphysical people and the thought process that we have to have as the people of the book. So let's receive Cohane Ovadiyah with a hand clap.
First of all, giving all praise to the Creator of heaven and earth, to all of those near and far that are searching for truth and peace. I greet you in holy peace. Shalom.
Shalom.
I'd like to, my heart is really excited because I'm so happy to be back at the Ark.
Hallelujah.
When I think about the Ark, I think about the creation. And it really does something to me to be back with sincere brothers and sisters who are searching for truth.
Hallelujah.
I want to talk a little bit, my brother came on with the metaphysical aspect of the Hebrew. Now I want to go to the spiritual aspect of the Hebraic thought. But in my description, Cohane is asking me to do this, but I want to do it in another way where I can explain the Hebraic thought. I want to give you just a little basis of what it is.
Sir.
But I want to tell a story with it. And I want to honor some people with this Hebraic thought. Of course, the Hebraic people. Hebraic thought in the Messianic age. Hebraic thought is a term used to define the word of Yah to its true form, physical, spiritual language. This language was not the first language, but this was the language given by God to his people, because he wrote the Ten Commandments himself.
Yes.
So I want you to understand there's Chinese, there's French, there's Spanish. There's so many languages in the world. But one language in particular relates to the God of creation and heaven and earth. When you talk about the different aspects of religion, this goes far beyond that. When you talk about Christianity, you talk about Islam, you talk about all of the things, they all come from this one source of this thinking process that God has laid down. When Muhammad went to Jerusalem, he had the revelation. He was in Israel. He was speaking Arabic, so how did he understand? Because God speaks in all languages. And God gave him, but he had to go to the place where Hebraic thought, with that aspect of God. And we can go far beyond the Hebraic thought. We can go for the spirit of Yah, where he settled and existed to make this world and make us to where we have to find ourselves again, like the Cohane brought. We have to wake up and see. I'm going to use a few examples of the Hebraic thought. It's a language based on the Creator and truth. When you use Hebrew, now we have the literal Hebrew that we learned when I was in Israel, the basic Jews speak. And you have to remember, just as Cohane brought, I want to bring a very powerful point, is that this Tanakh, this Bible, this Tanakh has been carried through history for thousands of years to now. And everybody that reads it has a different interpretation.
Right.
Everybody that looks at it has an interpretation of what they think that it should say. But the only real people that can tell you what the real Hebrew says is the real Hebrews. Correct?
Right.
King James, he wasn't a Hebrew. You have different versions of the Bible, different languages, but what people could really articulate this holy truth in this holy language. And when you go back in history, you find out when Daniel said that the book should be sealed for times and times. What did you think he was talking about? Not just a book, but an understanding of a book that we can interpret today. And he talked about the 400 years of slavery. Well, Genesis talked about the 400 years of slavery. Deuteronomy talked about the years of slavery that our people would be in, so that we can identify, with ourselves. When you talk about Donald Trump, his name comes from the word trumpet. What does a trumpet do? Sounds or what? Usually in the Bible, the trumpet sounds what? An alarm.
Yeah.
And Satan has become so bold and so arrogant that now he says, 400 years I've had the children of Yah in my possession. I've built skyscrapers, buildings, health systems, everything. They only come up with $3 trillion a year, and none of it, they own anything in my country. They've taken this time and made this, and he can say this now bluntly to your faces, and you can still look at him and says, even you say two things, yes sir boss, or I need to find out who I am. I need to search back my history and why I've been put in this position under this kind of society with no morality, no nothing in it. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting about Hebraic thought. When I speak in Hebraic thought, it's just not speaking in Hebrew. I have to do it if I have to talk to some people who speak Arabic, or people who speak Chinese, people who speak French. It's not the language. It's the spirit of the language. It's the spirit of the language. When you say the word tov, which in English is good. Give me an example, easy example. Everybody knows it's good. I can have a good time. I can have a good smoke. I can go to a good party. I can have a good fight. I can do all of those things. But when you say it in Hebrew, the word is tov. That it means that which resists evil is good. So you get a whole other comprehension of the word good.
Yeah.
So if you're smoking, is that good?
No.
Okay. If you're abusing somebody, is that good?
No.
If you're eating the wrong foods and it's killing you, is that good?
No.
So you see how God's words work in accordance with his laws and his people. Hebraic thought is really something. It's really something. Did you know in Hebraic thought that in the book of Genesis, in Hebrew, the word Eve doesn't exist? When they say Adam and Eve, we can say Adam and Eve. Adam, Eve, you the one that caused the problem because you ate the apple. It's not true. They've only said that and put Eve in through the English so that they could separate the family of man and woman. Because they're supposed to be one. This is bone of my bones, flesh of my flesh. What happened to that? Right. Now, you got women's liberation and you got male chauvinists. Men abusing women, women abusing the men. Where is the unity? And guess what? There's a book out that I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's called The Making of a Slave. And the book was passed around to all of the slave masters so that they could teach how to make a Negro a Christian. Because they use the aspects of the Bible and manipulate it to their understanding so that they could control us. And we are the children of the Bible. It makes it something how we've done. That's why we can identify we are the people of the Bible. Who else is called by bywords? When it says in Deuteronomy 28, it says you'll be a byword and a proverb. Who else has been called nigga, spook, span, cushy? That's in Hebrew. Malakee. They have the word in Hebrew too. All of these words. Who's been called by other names? What people have ever been taken, the largest people in captivity has been taken into slavery before? Only us. Hebraic thought. It's a thinking process. It's not just the language. In Hebrew, every letter represents a definition. It's just not like you say a word, go and come. Each word has a specific, and all of it's supposed to, Hebrew, all of the letters, all of the words are supposed to relate to the Creator. It's the only language like that. There's no other language that exactly creates to the Creator. You make the language is made to create, and the language is like a tablet you drop in water. It expands. Like when you take an Alka-Seltzer or something, you drop it and it just, well, that's how Hebrew is because it's eternal. It never stops. The process. They talk about male and female. Zakar and Nikivah. They say male and female. We say Zakar and Nikivah. Zakar is the memory of all things. Nikivah is the receiver of all things. So if God The creator, Yahweh, is Zakar, and he is the memory of all things. Do you all agree with me? I just want to make sure that you agree as we go along. So that means when he gave that memory to Adam, Adam was what? Nikivah. Did that make Adam a woman? Did that make Adam feminine? You see where the misconception of the male and female relationship comes in? He was just a receiver of those things. So when it became time for Adam, and God gave him a helpmate himself, he became Zakar, the memory of things that Yah gave him. And now he's Zakar, and his wife is what? Nikivah. So where's the dress? Where's the femininity? Where's the aspect? She was just a receiver of the words of Yah. Where is it where my job is this job? Adam was by himself. I know he had to do what he had to do until his helpmate came along. So when we talk about responsibility, man and woman, we do whatever we can do to help one another. There's no limits. It's limitless. But they didn't tell us that. So now we're talking about the woman. She's our car now. Adam's gone off to work. And the children are at home. So she becomes what? Zakar. And the children become Nikivah. They grow up, Zakar, Nikivah. Zakar. It's eternal. That's how you know the word of Yah. It never stops. It never stops. It's infallible. It continues on. When you have the correct understanding of the Hebrew, it's very, very important. Speaking Hebrew is one thing. Understanding it is another. You have to remember, they captured the Hebrew, and we learned Aleph, Bey, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, everything that we've done, and we've taken it from them. But now it's time to open it up to another level. Because now this blessing has been upon us that the Yah has given us to be able to see ourselves back. Now I want to tell you a little bit about myself before I go to the next section of my Hebraic thought. First of all, in 1975, I got out of the military. I was in the Navy. And I came back to Baltimore, where I was from. And I met a brother, his name was Yosef. It was Jose at that time, but he changed it to a Hebrew name, Yosef. And he told me about, do you know who you are? Do you know who we are, the Bible, people of the Bible? I said, come on, man, please. I just got back here. I'm trying to get myself together. And he kept pounding me day after day. And after a while, I began to get curious what he was saying. Because I had to take the Bible myself, not him. Take it and look for myself. And see, well, man, who's these people? When Moses put his hand inside of his thing and it came out white, how could it go in white? And he was a black man. How could, when they created Adam from the dust of the earth, the dirt, how could he be blonde hair and blue eyes? How could Miriam, his sister, when she fussed at him and God got offended and changed her, how come in the New Testament it says in Yeshua's hands was like burnished brass, like this? His hair was like lamb's wool, beanie, like this. I didn't call it like that, but it's like that. I had to keep putting the picture together until I said, well, who am I? Where am I from? What am I doing here? Was my name Kevin from the beginning? Was my grandfather, my mother, those that came in slavery on ships, speaking other languages? They taught us English. English is a language made up of 127 different languages. It's a bastard language. I want to let you know that now. Wow. 127 languages is made up. Wow. And you can tell when they talk about Babylon the Great, this is the place because all languages combined create English. Wow. It's just something. And from there, I joined the group. I became a Hebrew, put on my fringes, my cords of blue, put on my kippah, and it was a group in New York called Hashaba. And I went with them. Then I saw another group called Ben Azakim. And they were the Judites, and they taught me a lot. And I learned a lot from everybody. And then I met two brothers and sisters that came to Baltimore and said, we're in Jerusalem. We have the community in Jerusalem. And I learned from them. And finally, I got up enough spirit and looked into myself and said, I got to go back to the Holy Land. And I went. I went because I went there to create a new environment. to live peacefully, to have happy family, love my brother, my sister, and make an example for the world. Because we were the Hebrew Israelites. We were supposed to do that. Be an example, a light unto the world. And I went there, and I stayed 40 years, 30 years. And I went, and we started off, we was marching. But what we forgot was that the last time the children of Israel left the captivity, it took some time before they entered the Holy Land. 40 years. We went to Dimona, we had our fringes, we was ready, we was zealed up. But we forgot one thing. We were still, in our minds, we were still Negroes. We still carried a lot of the things that we didn't thought we carried that were still with us. And as our process of working off those things, and when I was in Dimona, it was a cycle. It helped thorough you through and listen, and we saw things growing, and we saw things prospering, and we saw things go the other way, and we saw things happen, and we saw problems, and we said, man, what's going on? Why aren't we progressing like we're supposed to be progressing? And I was a school teacher, 15 years. I raised money for our school. Before we got moved to Akbar School, we used to go out every day and bring money in so that we could pay the teachers to teach our children our history, our language, our understanding. Before we got the new school that Prince Asiel brought a Amotah, a fundraising organization in Israel and America, built us a school where we could control the environment. Not like here, you have to learn what they want to learn. And we kept going in these things, and the processes were going, and we was going there nonviolent. We wanted to have peace. We wanted to do these things, and through our development, seemingly somewhere, we got off track. Things didn't go like I thought it was going to go. I spent 30 years of my life there, 35, 40 years, to make a dream come true. But I had to understand it in a positive aspect. We had to process. It wasn't just stepping over the line. Now I'm a Hebrew. It was a process. It was a process that we had to go through. And at that point in my Hebraic thought, I want to go on. We've done great things, and we've made great progress. But now we have to move to another level. We've had some serious, how would you say, serious, moral, physical, spiritual issues in our development. And things that we might look and say, oh no, this has happened. But sometimes things happen for a reason. And I'm going to show you in the Hebraic thought now why things happen for the betterment and for all of us to take on. I'd like to take this portion of my session, and I'm going to be quick as I normally always say. I want to talk about the heroes. And I want you to imagine yourself now. Close your eyes and imagine, what is a hero? What is a hero? In the English definition, it's a person who is idolized or admired for courage, outstanding achievement, or noble qualities. In Hebrew, the word is gibor, or RL. A hero or heroine is a person or main character of a literary work, they say of a writing, who in the face of danger combats adversaries through feats of ingenuity, bravery, or strength. The original hero type of classic did such things for the sake and glory and honor for God. When you look at the word Gibor, inside the word it doesn't say hero. Hebraic thought now we're going to. It says to make a difference or to clear out. The last part of the word, it means to make a difference. Gimel, bait, represents to make a difference, to clear out. Bait, resh, represents a potential creation. That means that when you clear out something, it leaves space for something else to grow. New, fresh. So when you talk about this hero, he had to do what? Destroy evil so that we could have good. we've had some times in these last times, and I don't want to be mystical to everyone, we've had some, what did you call it, Facebook and YouTube announcements of children that have been abused. And I don't want to go around the picture. I want you to, this is reality. And I'm talking to all of the Hebrews, all over the world. This is not just for us. This is something we have to recognize these heroes, because these children came forth after 20 years, after 25 years, after 30 years, and confessed some horrific things that happened to them. Abuse, what is the word called? Pedophiles, different things like that had happened to children. And because what they believed in and what they thought, they never said anything for so many years. And now it's affecting them. Because it's like a seed you leave dormant.
Yes.
And you don't want, but I want them to know today that they're heroes. I know people probably say, wow, that's so disgraceful. This is going to, but these children had enough courage and enough to take their pride away, to say what happened to them. And I don't know if some of you seen some of the Facebook things, if you can get them or whatever, they can move around. But they said some very discouraging things about people in an existing environment that still exists there. That hasn't changed. Now they have children now. And I'm going to tell you about these children. I taught them all in school. I know every one of them. I know what their potential was. I taught them for years in Kingdom School and Holiness. I know these children. I know their hearts. And for them, when I heard these movies of abuse and different things that had taken place beyond our knowledge, it made me cry. It made me think, have I done anything to offend anybody all of these years? Not just the people that did it to them, but I have to think to myself, where was I? What happened? Where did we get off path that these things would happen? We lived in chronic conditions. We had different things that were up against us. And that's why we're here at the Ark today, because we want to give these things out, not just to the Ark, but to all of the Hebrew Israelites, that we really have to begin to educate our children and our families to make sure that we destroy this evil that can persist anywhere in the deepest corner.
Yes.
These children, I don't want them to feel bad. I know they feel embarrassed, but I want to let you know, let me move this mic because I don't want them to hear me. I want to let you know that you all are heroes. Yes. And I'm going to tell you why, in Hebraic thought, so you can understand. You remember the time of Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yes.
What happened? Perversion.
Yeah.
All kinds of things were going on. Yeah. And God said, when he was with Abraham, he said, but I hear the cry of the people. I'm listening to it. Abraham said, oh man, Lot's there. My cousin, my nephew. He says if it's 50, God said, okay, I won't destroy it.
Right.
40. He says, okay, I won't destroy it for the sake of 40. And this is perversion. He said, 30, 20, 10. He says, if it's 10, I won't destroy it for the sake of those 10. Now, Sodom and Gomorrah have been going on a long time. So what it had, you just think of Sodom and Gomorrah, but there were at least 50 or 60 other cities that were encompassed, that got infected by this disease. I'm sorry. And what happened is, God said this cry came to him. But what cry do you think he heard? The cry of the righteous. The cry of those who are being abused. The cry of those who are being subjugated. Yes. The cry of those who have had do things and they were children and didn't know. Right. Evil things. Yes. And they kept it to themselves. But now they have to cry out. Why did they cry out? Because they're heroes. And I want to let you children know, you see in this video, wherever, you are heroes. Because if it wasn't for you crying out, we wouldn't be able to stop and take a look at what we're doing. We wouldn't be able to stop and take and protect our children and our families against these satanic spirits that are moving in our midst. Because you got to remember, when the sons of God came, Satan was there too. But we had to identify him. And some of us brought Satan with us. Don't look for no devil. Look at a person. Look at their works. See what they do. If these heroes, I want to tell you why the heroes. In Sodom and Gomorrah, when it came time to destroy that wicked, immoral spirit that existed, what did he do? He brought down what? Cohane, brimstone and fire.
Yes.
But in Hebrew, it was these heroes. Because these heroes were the purification. Fire is only made to purify. It's a powerful, harmonizing element that nothing can exist in because it purifies. That's why he used fire. Brimstone. Oh man, it's unbelievable. When he took this giphorit, is what they call it. They call it sulfur. Because you have to remember these two spiritual things, when God doused it, it had to be something to come along to stop that process. And that's when the heroes came in. And what was it? In Numbers, Dathan and what's his name? Dothan? Yeah, Korah, all of them, they raised up against Moses. They destroyed him. God destroyed him. But right after that, the people came back and said, but you killed the people of God. And at that moment, God said, Moses, move to the side. I'll just take you and make everybody else move. And it shows you the kind of leadership that Moses had. He said, he fell on his knees and said, please, God, no. He said, Aaron, take the censer, take the incense, and run down to where the plague is. And when he got to the plague stopped. And this is what these children have done. They have stopped the plague from infesting our goals and our objectives towards Yah. For all of us. Because this makes all of us think now. Where's my little baby at today? Did I tell her to tell me somebody messes with them or my little son? Because these things exist. They exist. And I'm a realist. If we're going to believe in God, let's do it right. Let's protect. These children were heroes because I thought about my daughters. I thought about other people's daughters. And when they kept coming, well, one child did it, the next child did it. And it just got on Facebook. Everybody said, wow, how did that? That's so, they blame that on but the environment. When it gets infested with roaches, what you do? You get out the raid and what? Raid! Kills all. You have to kill it. Otherwise, the infestation grows. So 20 years, if these children have never called out to us, we're going along thinking that we're righteous and we God and doing everything. And these deceitful criminals are still growing and prospering. You don't think if they did something to one child, that child will become just like him or just like her and get the next child or the next child or become an adult and gets enough. There was a story in the newspaper about a lady. She was taken advantage of by her uncle when she was 6 years old. She's 40 years old today, and she has a daughter. And the uncle is still around. And she's still uptight about it. Because why? If you don't let it go, these children have done something that some of us can't do. Tell the truth and let it go. Then you can grow. I want to let the heroes know it's over. You've done your job. And we thank you for being the great children and adults that you are, to come out and let us know what is going on. The cover-up is finished. It's time to go forth in truth. And if we don't start dealing with these issues, come on, y'all. I don't want to sit here and just give y'all a nice Bible class and we hallelujah and we go home. And this evilness, this deep spirit is still moving around in our midst. You got to remember, Satan is still trying to destroy us. How did I feel? My daughter be on Facebook. I was abused by this man, this brother. I'm like, what? The one that I was in school, when I was walking with, we ate together, we talked together. It would have been more than sad. But that's how I feel, because those are my children too. And I want you to feel this, because I don't want this to go past and we have, nice classes and everybody be hallelujah. But I want you to know some realities that we all need to think about. And this goes to all the Hebrew camps. All. Because from out of Jerusalem comes the truth. Even though it happened to us, it goes to the four corners of the earth. The rabbinical Jews, the Hebrew Israelites, the Christian Israelites, everywhere, to all mankind, know that beware. Satan still exists. He said he would make himself into an angel of light. And when those things happen, we have to take the power and we have to execute justice. When those things exist, you have to move them out of the midst. If you don't, what happens, saints? It'll keep on what? It'll keep on going. It'll keep on, the plague will keep going. And the plague did go, it affected us. And now God has given us the righteous time to be able to turn things around. But we can't have your daughter walking and she's been abused and the person is still walking around in front of them. No, that person has to go now. He can confess and say he's sorry, but he has to go. Go get some help, some spiritual help, whatever, maybe some years or something. You can prove to us that you can handle yourself around children or do things, and then, God is merciful. But we're not going to allow a perpetrator for 10 years, 20 years, and you're supposed to be righteous, officials. I'm not just talking about regular brothers. I'm talking about officials and different things, abusing. It happens in the churches all of the time. I was in Africa. Because of power. Absolute power, which is not correct. It's supposed to be a collective power. Me and Cohane, we work together. Cohane, Pennsylvania, we don't feel, okay. We talk. We make the decision. I can't make the decisions by myself. That's not the way it goes. These children are heroes. We're going to thank them. We're going to give them applause for bringing something to our attention as our babies to make us make a change and make us be careful on this righteous path, because there's all kinds of, what they say, snares and traps trying to make us look bad. What are the Hebrews doing? What they got pedophilia and this going on? It happened. But we got to correct it. We got this going on. We got to correct it. These children were heroes. They stood up. Some of them cried through the whole video telling the things that they did. I can't repeat them on the air. You have to see the video yourself. You have to see it yourself. These children were messed up. And we want to heal them. We got to let them know that they're healed. It's no psychological class. They are healed. They are heroes. They can tell their children 10 generations that, you know what? I stopped the plague. How'd you do that, Mama? I told the truth, what was happening to me, baby, so it wouldn't happen to you. Son, what about you? Dad, I'm telling my children, how'd you say that? Because I stopped the plague. I'm a hero. Hallelujah. I'm a hero. I stopped the plague. I was the brimstone and fire. I was the incense and the censer to stop from the living to the dead. Because that's only going to bring death to us. It's not going to bring life. And we have to draw the line. That's what it meant when he got down there. Those on that side that want to participate in that and uphold those things, they can stay with the dead. Those that want to do righteous and confront these issues righteously, those are the living. It's something. It's very, very powerful. I wanted to let them know that they are heroes. And let's give them a big round of applause. Because if they hadn't been this, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be here today telling you about these children. It made you cry. Just think now. Let's switch the picture. Suppose it was your daughter. Suppose it was your son. Think about it. Suppose it was your daughter. Suppose it was your son. How would you feel? Now, I know you're getting angry now, aren't you? Right. You want to do something, don't you? Yes. It's something. When you put the feeling on yourself and you notice, and me being from the Hebrew Israelite community in Yemona, where this took place, I was a teacher. I saw these children. I watched them. Some of them progressed into great leaders. And Some of them progressed beautifully, but somewhere in their life, this tragedy hits them. Now, all of them are going on Facebook saying what happened to them. We'll be like, what? What? We want to get the culprits. But I want to let you know, children, that you're heroes, and you're not victims, you're victors.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, because you helped us. You were soldiers more than what you think. Maybe sometimes God has things to happen to us so that other people can reveal it. Because maybe some of us wouldn't have had the strength to reveal that. Maybe some of us would have been afraid or embarrassed to say that on live television throughout the world. Maybe. But we now have to make a stand. You know, and I wanted to let them know this was my special thing from Cohane and my Hebraic thought, because we have to make a stand. We have to. The battle's not over. Like Cohane said, the battle's not over. We still have to fight. To become a Hebrew, to find our ways back, we have to fight our minds, like he said, within yourself. You got to look and see where we want to go. How are we going to make this beautiful world that we want everybody to duplicate? This takes work. You know what the odds are for us? 1,000,000 to 1. But you know why I want it so powerful? Because we have an almighty, living God with us. So with that, I just want to bring everything to a close. I just wanted to get that point across. In the Hebrew, I want to let you know that RL represents a powerful force of being a hero. So I want you to understand what a hero is. He's not somebody who just does things. A hero, and you got to remember, God picks the most innocent. He picked David. He was just a sheep herder. As a hero, he takes the most meekest spirits, the souls you wouldn't think that was the heroes, and make them into heroes. RL, that which is strong, vigorous, productive, powerful. And L represents what? Yah. So when we talk about L, we talk about salvation, force, power, extent. It is drawn from the name of God. You know, when things happen, there was another incident, and some people took some foreign women in, and one of the priests ran because one of the princes took a woman into his tent. He took a spear and ran into the tent and ran both of them through so that the plague would stay. It takes dynamic people to stand up and make those kind of sacrifices. So with that, I just want to know if there's any questions or anything that anybody would like to say according to the class or any aspect of it. Any hands? Any suggestions? Any thoughts? So we okay?
Great.
So what we want to do now, we want to close out.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we want to humble our spirits. And I always open with Yahweh Satatati Kufi Ani Tihdeka, because we want the Spirit of God to be in our prayers and in our souls. We pray to you, Heavenly Father, Yahweh Sebaot, that you continue to be with us and make your Hebrew nation again, to purify us through these times and tribulations that we go forth in righteousness. Continue giving us the heroes that will build our path and our footsteps in this righteous path that we go on today to create and become the gods and the goddesses in your name's sake. Everybody repeat after me. Kadima.
Kadima.
Ya.
Ya.
Umela.
Umela.
Kadima.
Kadima.
Ya.
Ya.
Umela.
Umela.
Kadima.
Kadima.
Ya.
Ya.
Umela.
Umela.
In Hebrew that means head forward with God. So with that, hallelujah, hallelujah, see that. Thank you so much.
Hallelujah.